Hi, today I'm going to read a book called Big Dog, Little Dog. And I noticed that when they write Big Dog, they write it with big letters. And when they write Little Dog, they write it with little letters. And the book is illustrated and written by P.D. Eastman. The big dog is measuring the little dog with a measuring tape. But he's going way above the little dog's head, so I'm not sure how he's going to tell how tall he is. Big Dog, Little Dog by P.D. Eastman. And there's a bird standing right on the sign that has the name of the author. Fred and Ted were friends. Fred was big, Ted was little. Oh, and look, they have their names on their shirt. Fred and here it says Ted. Their names rhyme. They both end with E-D, E-D, Fred, Ted. When they walked in the rain, Fred was wet and Ted was dry. When they painted the house, Fred used green paint. Ted used red. What do you think their favorite colors are? What do you think Fred's favorite color is? And what do you think Ted's favorite color is? How can you tell? Do you have a favorite color? One day, Fred and Ted went away in their cars. Ted drove his red car fast. Fred drove his green car slow. Where should we go? Asked Fred. To the mountains, said Ted. And on the sign it says the mall, the zoo, the beach, the mountains, Pittsburgh. I'm noticing the birds on every page. And where do you think, or almost every page, where do you think the bird thinks they should go? And how can you tell? When they got to the mountains, Ted skied all day long. Fred skated all day long. By night, both of them were very sleepy. Look, said Fred, a small hotel. Here it says, small hotel. And here it says, well, place to get water. But I wonder if the water's frozen because it's so cold. Fred's room was upstairs. Ted's room was downstairs. It looks like a perfect room for them because look, he has his green shirt and a green rug. And Ed has a red shirt and a red rug. Good night, Ted. Sleep well, said Fred. Good night, Fred. Sleep well, said Ted. They're using telephones, the kind that they used to have before cell phones. So there had to be a cord, but usually the cord didn't go from one phone to another. But in this story, it is. But they did not sleep well. Upstairs, Fred thumped and bumped and tossed and turned. Downstairs, Ted moaned and groaned and crashed and thrashed all about the bed. And look how the illustrator is showing how they're moving around in the bed. It looks like they have lots of legs and feet. That's how he's showing how they're just moving and moving. Oh, and look, the bird is watching them both through the window. The next morning, Fred said, "Oh, my bed is too little." "My bed is too big," said Ted. "I know what to do," said the bird. "Ted should sleep upstairs and Fred should sleep downstairs." "Back to bed," yelled Ted. "Back to bed," yelled Fred. Ted jumped into the little bed upstairs, and Fred jumped into the big bed downstairs. Ted slept all day long in the cozy little bed, and Fred slept all day long in the cozy big bed. Well, that was easy to do. Big dogs need big beds. Little dogs need little beds. Why make big problems out of little problems? And that's the end of the book. I hope you enjoyed it. It was nice that the bird helped them out, wasn't it? She was kind of a friend that just followed quietly and helped them out. All right, that's it. Now a little word for the teachers. So when I don't have kids around, I talk a lot about the book, and I wouldn't do that when I don't have kids. I wouldn't do that so much when I had kids around me. But I am doing that because I would talk about some of the things on the pages. And so I'm doing it now to give you all ideas of things that you might want to say to your kids. Things that help them relate to the story, things that make them notice the words or the letters on the page, things that make them notice the rhyming, or little things about the illustrations that they might not have noticed, because kids learn how to read by reading pictures. That's the first step to learning how to read. So it's good to help them focus on the illustrations. All right. Thank you much, and I hope you had a good day. Bye.